the bad of the HBCU. Who wants the luxury of going first? Boy, you talkative today, ain't you? All right.
Talk about okay.
Don't go too hard.
Okay. The people that I would say, oh, okay, let me just start. The bad things about HBCUs. I would definitely say the people that are supposed to help you in terms of your advisors. Not to throw my advisor under the bus or anything, but I'm definitely not. But they take their time when you may not have the time to get certain things done in terms of like housing. If you need housing immediately, or you would want to be getting ahead of housing before everybody else gets their housing assignments, your advisor may take a week or two, or you may have to reach out to them and multiple times, or have to reach out more, instead of if you went to a PWI. From what my friends have told me who do go to a PWI, there is no long process with trying to get in contact with your advisor. They immediately give you your pen and they're pretty quick with it. Instead of advisors in the housing stuff, I would definitely say distractions. Definitely a lot more distractions than you would think. I would definitely start with females for myself personally, or if anybody else wants to admit, definitely females. Weed and all the drugs and crap. I'm not one to really dwell into any of that crap, but a lot of other people that I know do entertain it. But that's all that I would like to say.
Anybody else before I go? Okay. Okay. All right.
So going back to Chandler said, they could be a lot better in terms of getting your house in order, getting your classes in order. Like, I'm not trying to throw my advisor under the bus, but yeah, he's not it. I'm sorry. He's not it. but that's really the only thing I really don't like, because when you're trying to get that housing in order, especially nowadays, because these people will sign up like that, like especially. So you don't got your classes in order, you might be out of luck in terms of getting in the room, because these freshmen are coming in like, yeah. So yeah, that's really the only thing I got.
Keep on.
Yeah, I definitely got to say, ain't nothing new from what you heard, but advisors, they really just kind of take their time with everything, and not just take their time, but I'll even go as far as to say kind of ignore you, because you can go up to them and talk to them and be like, hey, I sent you multiple emails. Have you seen any of them? And they'll be like, oh yeah, I saw them. And then you're like, okay, so
Yeah, they saw them. They just looked
yeah,
at it. Oh, they saw it.
like it's good she saw them, but
I'll see.
it's good she saw them. Right. Like, I need you to reply. That's your old job. But nah, I definitely say advisors and all that. And I'm not going to speak too much about it because I know Jalen definitely want to talk about it. But the housing process, it is such a mess, and it's really unacceptable. That's all I'm going to say.
I think I got another.
You got another one?
Yeah.
Well, talkative today, ain't you? Again.
I would definitely go down the road of not all teachers are this way, but some teachers that I've had the pleasure of, okay, I'll be honest. Some teachers that I've had aren't the best of teachers in terms of teaching, and some are just there for the paycheck at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, I don't really learn anything. And it's kind of sad because some classes I have to teach myself more so than what the teacher has to teach me. But I would definitely say some teachers are just there for the paycheck, unfortunately. But I feel like that's really wherever you go, where you're not going to have the perfect teachers to teach that course, but you got to make the best of your scenario. And in that's really what a HBCU experience is somewhat about, because freshman year, you start from the slums and then you work your way up, and then you start to appreciate what you have. And then you
Alright,
find your way to.
I have I don't know if this is that was just the HBCU experience, and I
Okay.
went to a PWI. As
Right.
far as teachers who don't want to teach,
Mhm.
I don't know about y'all and how like y'all school is set up and like extra like study like access you can get to like extra help for the classes. But whenever I was struggling in something, I went to my teacher. What is your office hours? I'm gonna sit here and bug you. I'm paying all this money for me to fail because you don't want to teach.
Yeah.
Like,
You're
no,
right
that's
though.
not how this is gonna go. You got
You're right.
who do you think I am? I'm not gonna do that. So what I would do if I had a statistics class and there was this lady that taught this class, and she said my office hours are Thursday and Friday during this time.
Mhm.
And literally, I would set that time when I was doing my homework to go to her office hours. I'm like, I don't understand this. Explain it to me. Okay. So I would just be up in there taking her time. Okay. And we also, other than just like going to your teacher's office hours, we had other like resources to use to study. I don't know if this is just like a PWI thing. I don't know if y'all have to say HBCU, but I forgot what they called it. Study hall. I don't remember. But you go to the library and basically, if you let's say you're struggling in chemistry,
Mhm.
and they would have these certain days and times you can go up to the library and go to like chemistry sessions where it'll be upperclassmen who already passed the class like really good. I
Right.
guess they got paid to do this. I don't know. And you would like go to them and they
Right.
will help you. These will be upper class. These are like the really smart cookies, I guess.
Right.
They already know everything, and they was like to just. I guess they got paid because you go to the library, there's a whole whiteboard up there and everything, and they will teach
Right.
you if you had a question about something, they'll answer it to the best of their ability.
I think we have something like that, but I don't know what it's called. It's like it's called. Hmm? Yeah, it's something. It's like what's it called? Like a something teacher learning assistant, something like that. What Keyvon was
Yeah,
saying,
yeah,
but it's not for every class. I think, and like you were saying, like in terms of like HBCU, and I ain't trying, what I'm saying, go too hard. And I'm gonna try to cut like some slack because of the simple fact we don't have the resources, the money that's put in our schools as often or as much as PWI.
mhm,
And I wouldn't even go that far, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, what I'm saying, speaking from an asset of a student, I don't know how they distribute money. I don't know how they, what I'm saying, because this is a big institution, you know what I'm saying? As far as engineering, this is a huge institution. So I ain't gonna say I know everything, but like, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to it, like, you know what I'm saying, I think they don't know how to, or they have a hard time distributing money to certain places to like very equally or very well. uh I think that's pretty much a kind of a big deal here, as far as just like money going to the right things, money going to certain areas of the school where it needs to be, money join into that. uh the whole housing situation, you know what I'm saying, uh A&M, and this is for all my, all our peeps, all the nation that's going to a HBCU, you know what I'm saying, or that's going to Alabama A&M specifically. Try to give y'all a rundown, like my homies did, of what to expect as far as just coming here. The bad, we already talked about the pros. Um, I would say when you're coming here and you're doing your application, make sure everything is in order. Make sure you have everything lined up. Get your parents to back you up on that. Get your parents to record it. put it somewhere as you're doing it, just so you can have evidence and something physical, something tangible to show,
Right.
because you know it will be times where they might throw on you that you didn't do what you were supposed to
Right.
do, or you didn't get nothing complete, and you'll have evidence that, what I'm saying, I would say always keep evidence of anything, housing, any paying something, whatever you got going on, keep any evidence of that. Like, because
Jalen is saying keep your receipts.
yes, keep it, please.
Screenshot.
I need all
Keep-
screenshot
Right.
messages, emails, keep email, all that. You know what I'm saying? Basically holding them accountable, like what Chan saying, like,
Right.
because as Black people,
Right. They'll be like, you didn't pay this.
yeah,
Yes, I did.
who-
I have the receipt right here.
yeah. So I think just getting that in order, getting that straight, getting everything in a row. Then when it comes to just teachers, um, most of your teachers will be like, as far when you go up, the farther you go up, the more foreign they get. Um, I hope that's not a bad thing to say, but like, what I'm saying, the more you will have like difficulty, because they're pulling people from everywhere.
Mhm.
So it's a very, especially for HBCU, it's a very limited source to pull from for teachers. So I say try to, like Ari said, really get into the what's your hours, what I'm saying, after class. What can we do? I would say get into that your freshman year, start that early, start a good process of that, because that will help you in the long run, as far as your teacher knowing your face, your teacher feeling like you know what I'm saying, you're really trying to learn, and they'll cut you, what I'm saying, a little bit of slack, or they'll give you a little bit of boost if you need it in certain areas of that class. So I say try to get in depth with that. Uh Especially A&M, try to get really in depth in that. Advisors. Advisors, like we say, we do have a problem of them just looking at emails and be like, all right, and just say, go about their business. So I would say, like, really be agitating. Like, I don't care, what I'm saying, because like we was talking about, this is your money you're putting into this institution. So like, this is the most important thing to you, because this is your career. You're trying to get good grades, or you trying to do this certain thing to get ahead or get farther down the line, and this is a stepping stone holding you back. Like, this shouldn't be anything. Like, if you see my email, please just read it, like you doing, scan it, and then get back to me. If you can't answer it in that time span, just be like, I will hit you back at this day, or saying, call me at this day. So I would say, here we do have problems of that. It's a lot of problems of just advisors,
But definitely try to meet with them in person, because that's the thing that you could do now.
Yeah, like meet with them in person. Well, our freshman year, COVID, so like we couldn't really meet in person, so it was really email only, virtual. But now, go in the office, knock on the door, like, show them that, like, this is something that matters to you. Because as Black folk, we like, what I'm saying, like to be like, we gonna chill, we gonna, they'll be all right, how we do. So just kind of give that sense of urgency. Just letting them know, like, nah, this is something I need to get done now. Yeah, it's our future, so like, try to get it done. Um, Another thing, housing. Yeah, nothing really. Let me not say that. Housing is gonna be a challenge, because of the simple fact, like I said, we're not the PWIs of the world. We're not the Alabamas, the AUs, the Texas A&M. We don't have all this crazy technology or crazy buildings, crazy establishments. So housing you know, it's a historically black college, so housing is going to be a little scuffy.
It's gonna look
But
historical, all right.
yeah,
I'm just playing.
yeah,
Shut up.
no. You're right.
Let
You're
me shut up.
right.
Let me stop
But
doing my
them
people like
buildings
this.
historical. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but like I say, you know, what Chan was saying, bring shower shoes because some of these buildings you will have community bathrooms. Make sure you have Lysol, make sure you have you know, Clorox spray, you know what I'm saying? Spray your area, spray whatever. Just try to keep clean at all times because as we know, kids are gross. Some kids are gross. And it's just you're gonna have to deal with that. You will come to a point in time as you get older, especially here. I would say specifically A&M. Uh, you get higher up, you can get better housing. You will have roommates. Like that's no dodging. You will have roommates.
What was the process like? See, full disclosure, I live like 15 minutes away from college I went to. So I didn't have to have that experience as far as picking a roommate. I just drove to class and came home.
Right.
So, and that was less money out of my pocket. And then I was in state and all this other stuff. But as far as when you're rooming with somebody, what's that process of like how do you get a partner or a roommate? Like how does that happen?
Oh, with A&M, it's they have a set of questions. Like
Mm,
once you sign up for housing, they have a set
mm,
of questions that you have to fill out, that you have to complete, and then they'll try to match you up with the person that got the same answers as you
mm.
or
Okay.
qualifications. Yeah, especially like they try to match you up with the person that's very similar to you. So like if y'all got similar answers or similar to that, like they'll try to hook you up with them. And you know, for the most part, like all my roommates been tough. Like they been good, bro. Like you know, and now these days they're my friends. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good like process they have as far as picking roommates. Yeah. So, but now we're moving on up. You know what I'm saying? As the Jeffersons say, we're
To
going
the east side.
we're going to this place called Normal Hills. It's paradise where we are from at A&M. So we're gonna have our own room. So we're looking forward to that. We're all gonna be rooming together. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be three to an apartment room, but like, you know what I'm saying, individual rooms. So that's gonna be nice, you know. But yeah, I would say also tour, ask questions on the tour. Take them to places they don't want you to go.
Right. Let me see
Oh,
the basement. Just
yeah.
like
Yeah, like
just
let me see the
right,
backyard. Like, what's going
right,
on?
right.
So like tour, ask them about as many as stuff they didn't show you. Ask them questions. What is this? Is never enough questions. You know what I'm saying? Ask them, have a book. Ask them all of it. Like just you know what I'm saying? Because some schools will get into that mode of trying to skip over, just trying to make the best parts look the best
Right,
parts, as
right.
we say.
They speed over the
Yeah.
bad.
They say, you know what? This don't matter. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. So, try to, for your purposes or who you are, and you know what I'm saying, the person that's listening, the people that's listening, uh just make sure they have everything up to your liking because you know what I'm saying, you're choosing them. They're
Right,
not choosing you. They're gonna stay the same regardless. You know what I'm saying? You want to go
right.
somewhere that cares about you, that you love to be around people. The people are nice, everything, the culture is fits you. Just go to the extreme to figure
Mm.
out what this place offers because at the end of the day, they don't care. Once you on campus, you just another number. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that place actually gives you the respect you deserve, if that makes sense. So anybody else has any more questions or anything like y'all thought of in between, you know what I'm saying? The whole any questions? Question?
Yeah. So this not really a question. This goes back to it being a complaint. So so at Alabama A&M, there is what? Two boys dorms? Two freshman boys dorms?
Yeah.
Yeah, the two freshman boys dorms. So yeah, be prepared for that. Cause I know statistically a lot of girls attend college more than boys. So I get it why they got it set up like that. But if you're spending millions and millions of dollars on the event center we have, if you're spending millions of dollars on that, it should be it should be common sense to have more than two boys. Don't at least add one or two because it gets tough. Because I have a friend who traveled back and forth from Birmingham because he had to commute because he didn't get a room in time. So spending all that gas really makes no sense. But it's a problem that should be easy to fix when you spending all this money on Chick-fil-A's, event centers. It just should be common sense. But that's all I had. That's all I had.
Oh, as we speaking on this, complaints. Oh, I got another one. But the grass have a better haircut than me. I ain't gonna count. They keep up with the grass, but but every time I go outside, but it smell like fresh grass, but lined up and everything crispy. I'm like, golly, crispy more than Krispy Kreme. I don't understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? We spending thousands and thousands of dollars on the grass, but we can't spend a couple of thousand on certain other things like clubs, clubs. We really, you know what I'm saying? Some kids, you know what I'm saying, which is thankfully, we have intelligent brains here on campus that like starting clubs and they have to start it out kind of, you know what I'm saying, ask the school to start it, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't see it like a robotics club. You know what I'm saying? I want to join that soon. You know what I'm saying? But when I was listening to their story, it's just like we didn't have it to be an engineering school. It's like why don't we have a robotics club? Like that should be the something peak. Like you know what I'm saying? Because it takes engineering, mechanical, electrical. You know what I'm saying? Other engineering, software engineering, all that. It takes that to build robotics and stuff like that. So why don't we have that? It's just stuff that makes common sense, but then it's just like, we can't, what I'm saying? We'll be wrong if we, go up to and say stuff like that. We don't know what we're talking about. We don't know how this stuff works. And it's just like now, especially more than ever, after that whole time with Black Lives Matter and just the Black culture coming together and people giving more and more money to historically Black colleges, it's like we should at least have a little bit of something to like, what I'm saying, to tangibly see. But at the same time, what I'm saying, we don't know what goes on behind the scenes. We up front, we here. And you know what I'm saying? I have love for my HBCU. Like this is somewhere I love to be. Like the people, like, you know what I'm saying? These my bros. Like everything is not all bad. It's just like this, I'll tell you this. You will know how to live like in the real world. You will understand how to live in the real world coming to a HBCU because it's showing you how to live with, and I hate to say it like this as a negative, but it helps you to live in the minimum. Like you don't really have everything to your degree. You don't have everything in your hands. So it shows you how to live in the now, in the present, how to think fast, what's gonna be my next meal, where I'm gonna go, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So it really helps. But at the same time,
Jayla saying you got to be in the survival of the fittest. Okay.
yeah, you do.
Gotta think quick on your feet.
You do twitchy. You gotta be twitchy.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? That's good survival skills you need in the world. Because the world, you know what I'm saying? The world is unforgiving. At least this school is. You know what I'm saying? You can forgive a little bit, but the world, young.
Right.
So, anything else? Okay.
I need more parking spots. I definitely need more parking spots. It's just crazy, like what you guys were talking about. They can have all this money for this new event center and this new gym, and not to throw any shade, but I don't ever see anybody practicing or hooping in there. Like you have this new building, but there are never any events in it that I see. But
and then even if there was events in there, what people gonna park?
my point exactly.
Where you gonna park, babe?
Sometimes I be feeling like the parking spot thing be on purpose. Like you build a whole event center, right? You'll think all around that mug have parking spots. Only like half the building got parking spots. I remember we went to a game. We had to
Dang.
park at the football stadium just to go to the game, bro.
They
And it's
be
just
trying to make
like,
y'all walk,
bro, I'm
Lord.
just like, come on, like, y'all know y'all measured that how many people gonna be here, like, come on, we should at least have about a couple of
And
parking spots, but
not messing with me. I'm gonna park in the lobby. I'm gonna park in the foyer. I'm gonna park somewhere on the steps.
I'm gonna park on the
I'm
court.
not walking that far,
Well, I'm
bro.
gonna park on the court. You gonna see
For
me.
real.
Come on.
It's-
But yeah. Hey man, are you got something else? Like you got something else to say?
I
Like
guess I can talk a little bit about my PWI experience. I can't really say much on housing because I,
yeah, right,
didn't
right.
have to live on campus. But as far as the advisors go, my advisors were on it. My advisors would send me an email saying, schedule an appointment. I'm like, I'm busy, dog.
Wish.
It's
Wish.
like,
I
for real, they
wish.
would send me, don't forget, you have to set up a meeting so we can schedule your classes so they won't get full.
Mhm.
But yeah, my advisors were nice. It was just like more organized. We had more parking spaces. Um, but I will say I don't know if it's just because I'm not very social and I tend to like keep to myself a lot. But I didn't really talk to a lot of people. And even when I was there, I didn't really see a lot of my people. Like when I was there, obviously I see black people, but it wasn't giving community. You know what I mean? It wasn't like you walk in a room, it's like what would you say? What it looked like an ant in a milk bowl. What did you be saying, Jalen? A fly?
What?
What's the sayings you be saying?
Wait, a fly in a bowl of milk?
A milk, yeah, something like you be. That's what it be giving. It be like I go into a classroom, right,
It's the
and
same.
it be looking like a whole bowl of milk with like 10 flies in it. You know what I mean? It just
Yeah,
be
right,
like,
right.
So, and the reason why like it really what really drove it home for me, like I didn't really see my people or feel a sense of community, like it's probably how y'all feel. Is I remember when I was driving, it was my last class. Got out the parking lot, I was driving home, like trying to exit the parking lot. I saw a group of black kids, like students, and they were all, you know how when black people have a family reunion and they all wear the same shirt?
Yeah.
It was a whole bunch of black people wearing the same shirt, like the print. I didn't know what it said. I was like, I see the unity. Like, I just wanted to stop and be like, who are y'all? Let me get a t-shirt. like,
Yeah.
I felt like, I was like, who are they? I want to know. I want to go with them. I don't know where they're going.
Right,
But
right.
yeah, I made like a couple of friends along the way. There was this one girl, shout out to Ryan. I love Ryan. Um, I had class with her. We were always like, she was black, and we were always like after class, we'll like go do homework together, do projects together. I'm like, you want to be my lab partner, girl? Yeah, you be my lab partner. Ain't nobody else gonna be lab partners but us. So it was just, it just made it feel special whenever you find someone like that because it's only 10 flies of us in here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it made
Yeah.
that connection deeper, if that makes sense.
Right.
As because I went to a PWI, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was kind of scared to go to the calf because I was scared to go to the I was scared to go to the calf.
Really?
I just went to the restaurants that was on campus, like the Pizza Hut,
Yeah.
the Panda Express. I went to the calf like 2 times and I had some unseasoned green beans one time. I was like, I'm not coming again.
Wow. Okay. All right. All right. And
I was
here,
like, I'm
and
not.
here, and here we go. All
Was
right.
like, I'm not going.
Hey, okay, all right. Yeah. What you trying to say? I was just playing. I was just playing.
I was like, I'm not coming to the calf no more. I'm gonna bring my own lunch or something. I'm gonna go off campus and go to the wing station up the street. Like, I'm not eating here. I'm
Right.
sorry.
Right. But dang, your life sounds, no amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least they had green beans to feed you. You know.
I mean, at least they did. At least they fed us
You
all
know
this
what I'm
low
saying?
calorie. You
Oh,
know,
we can talk about the calf experience. Like, you know what I'm saying? You told your side of like you said you was scared to go to the calf because after the green beans, you know what I'm saying? Mine's is a little bit different, but I'm gonna let my friends, you know what I'm saying, my brothers, I'm gonna let them speak on their experiences of the calf. Cause I
yeah.
have one and I'm gonna just shut up. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know I'm gonna be bad. So like y'all might have better words. So like no, 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 no,
I'll make
no,
Oh, I could definitely describe it. Yeah.
no, no. I think this is a bad idea for you know what I'm saying? I think we go past the cab, but like,
I
you know what I'm
thought you
saying?
liked the what did you say? Fried chicken Wednesdays? I forgot what you used to
Fried
say.
chicken Tuesday,
Yeah, that.
you know, that get old at a certain point in time. Fried chicken every Tuesday? God. Like, here go these same green beans. Golly, mac and
When
cheese
they
again. I'm be clogged up.
wait,
like,
wait, 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 Jayla. Okay, so I went to my grandma's house to eat like a couple Sunday. It was Easter Sunday. It was Easter Sunday.
yep,
And my grandmama hooked it up. And you know how like when people right, we all say a prayer. You get one not we all, like one designated person say the prayer.
right.
And you pray that it don't be long. The prayer don't be long. They pray. And in that prayer they say, Lord, let this food be nourishment for our bodies. And you looking at the table like, you mean clogged arteries? What
Yeah.
what nourishment? Like diabetes? Like, bro,
What nourishment is this?
right.
This bacon on the table, clogging arteries. What is this? So, all right, I think you paused. I think you paused a
I
little bit.
did.
Yeah, hold on.
Is it coming back?
Oh, yeah, you good. You good. You good. You good.
Yeah.
But yeah, clogged arteries, all that. But yeah, like the calf, we just go past that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? No, no. Huh? Huh? Oh no, they consistent for real. Like consistently. Yeah, but they consistent. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you know what I'm saying. Besides that, bro, I love some of the food. You know what I'm saying. Like the people, like the lunch ladies and the lunch people that be serving it, nice. You know what I'm saying. Lovely people. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying. You know they doing the best they can with what they got, and I can appreciate that. I don't want to sound ungrateful. Like you know what I'm saying. You know, some days I go, go starving, you know what I'm saying? But that's just by they can't do nothing about it. That's what they was told to cook. You feel me? So like I can't blame nobody but the school for real. You know what I'm saying? So but we go past the calf. We just, everybody don't have no good thoughts on their mind. So we said they consistent. So yeah. Any other
Consistency is
questions?
good.
Any 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 other questions, y'all? Like any other question, y'all, or any other, you know what I'm saying?
Information you want to share.
I want to end off like good for the high school kids, you know what I'm saying? Like what good words of encouragement y'all can give them. You know what I'm saying? I know we just joking and playing,
Right.
but in all seriousness, brother, these kids, they really trying to find their home. So like
Mhm.
what's a good word you can give them so they can take it and run with it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Something that'll help them along the way because yeah, I got you.
Definitely be comfortable in your own skin and understanding who you are, because in college you will definitely get to understand who your friends are and what you like, and trying to find different people that you want to hang around. Never be the smartest person in your friend group, because then who do you have to throw ideas off of? If you're the smartest in your friend group, you can't grow. And definitely try to what's the word? Be a go-getter. Be able to wake up in the morning and just have a agenda and just go get it, because at this point as a freshman you got so many years ahead of you, but it'll be over like that. So definitely try to get those grades up and understand a little bit more on what makes you you.
Right.
Um, words of encouragement. I gotta say, the first month or really week maybe even 2 days is going to be probably the toughest. And I definitely say, because it's going to be the first time, well, might be the first time that you on your own, or maybe even commute, but you're thinking this isn't really for me. Just, I would say at least try to hang in there for maybe a month or two and see if you still feel the same way, because it's a big adjustment. But if you can adjust it or at least see yourself becoming more comfortable with it, then you'll see in the long run that it's definitely going to be worth it.
So going back to earlier, we talked about what should you bring to college? Bring the right mindset. You know, you can have fun and all that freshman year, yeah, you can have all that fun. But after that, it's really time to lock in because, like I said, you got these job opportunities. Like you're trying to get to that next level. So it's important, lock in. And the second, just surround yourself with the right people. Just surround yourself with the right people because I joke with 3-3 a lot, top 75, top 75, top 75. Top 75. But on a real note, just surround yourself with the good people. Surround yourself with right people because, I didn't know these three, coming into it, but now I consider them my dog. Like I ride with them any time of the day. So yeah, just surround yourself with the right people and you got to bring that right mindset.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the last, so I gotta bring it to Jesus. But when I think for me, freshman year, my experience was different from everybody else's, I would think, because we went through a bad time, going into my second week of college. So my focus was kind of thrown off, you know what I'm saying? But I would think for anybody that, have any foundation in, God or anything, you know what I'm saying, I would think just, hey, keep him first always, seek the kingdom. Matthew 6:33. um I keep that now. I learned that just recently, but to give it back, just Matthew 6:33, seek ye first the kingdom and his righteousness, and everything you want should be inherited unto you as well. I might be saying that a little bit wrong, but you can go read that. I just say always keep God first. Because school get tough. People, you know what I'm saying, people can get tough just by like different people growing, people changing, people doing different things. So a lot of things can change in your friend groups, stuff like that. So just always, you know what I'm saying, keep him first because he will never change on you. I would say just always like Arthur said, keep a right mindset. Um, always have your head on your shoulders. Never let anybody defer you from what you believe or what you love and what you want to do. Always have your own head. Because some people will, defer you from what your purpose is in life. So always, always keep that purpose. Always keep that love for what you like to do. Um, have a hobby. You know what I'm saying? Hobbies are great for, whatever. If that's like, for me, it's photography, or for anybody else, it might be, what I'm saying, art. It might be just walking outside or just something, going to the park every weekend. It might be something so small, but like so big to you. Always keep that. Always have an outlet as far as just every Sunday have a relax, rest down, you know what I'm saying, before you get back into the week, or Saturday have like a little recouping time. And I would say always in the morning time or any certain time you have throughout the day, have time for yourself. Have time for you, have time for God. uh you know if that's just sitting in your room, read a book. If that's sitting in your room, meditate. Like anything like that, just be to yourself, nothing on, no distractions, no anything, you know what I'm saying. I'm still trying to get into that, but have those things because that will help you in the long run. So yeah.
Okay, I guess I go and say my last tidbit of inspiration for all of
Bet.
the listeners and viewers.
Sure.
It's okay. I don't want to say it's okay, but it's going to be a different experience between high school and college. In high school, you might get your hand held a little bit more than in college. So, but one thing I do want to say, high school is free. You know, if you in the public school system, high school is free. So I kind of can expect you to be kind of like laid back, chill a little bit. But when you pay for something, I don't know if this is just my mindset. When you pay for college, this is an investment in yourself. You are paying these people. They work for you. Okay? So you paying all this money to go to this school. They work for you. You need to be passing these classes. You know, you're gonna have teachers that just there for a paycheck. They wouldn't even have a paycheck if it wasn't for you.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So you need to pass this class. So this is an investment in yourself. So you can get this diploma. This is an investment in yourself. And one thing I know, I told this to Jalen when I was going through it my junior year. I said, you know what, Jalen, I really want this diploma, but sometimes I feel like this diploma don't want me.
Yep. Yep.
And you're gonna feel that way. You definitely gonna feel that way. But you just gonna have to sit down and evaluate and realize all of the people that is supporting me, my family, all of the people that are looking up to me, my younger siblings or younger cousins. You know, you have to think back. There was a point in time where people that looked like us couldn't even go to college.
Right. Right.
So you just have to be grateful and just work hard with the position and be grateful for the position that you're in and know that you can make it through. You've got this far. Who's to say that you can't go further?
Right.
You
Right.
made it this far. Why
Right.
quit? You put in all this work to get here. Why stop?
Right. Right.
All that's going to be wasted for no reason.
Exactly.
So that's I'm gonna get off my little soapbox. I know I sometimes when I get
All right,
passionate, also, so
Pastor.
I
All
be
right.
getting a
All
little
right,
aggressive.
Pastor.
But I say what I mean and I mean what I say. And
Yeah.
I mean it with all love.
Yeah.
Especially for my people.
Right. It's for sure all love, bro. Cause like we don't want y'all to fall victim of these things. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people has fell victim to what their parents want them to do, what their parents want them to go, how other people, you know, your friends might be going to a certain college. Like, I need to go there too. But like, nah, like what God has for you, he has for you. And no man can change that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you have to, you know what I'm saying, abide by what is good for you. Because, you know what I'm saying, sometimes your friends going to a certain college, you know, all your high school friends going somewhere, you know what I'm saying, you might not get your work done. But like at this college, you super focused, you in your room, you're doing all your work on time, all this. So it comes to you know, certain things that helps you, you know, continue. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? We gon' you know, slack up and you know, start the preacher session. But we just wanted y'all, you know what I'm saying, all the high school students, you know, everybody that's listening, we want y'all to know that everything we say, we mean, it's all love. You know, we was joking. But you know, at the same time, we're serious at the end of the day, you know, pick somewhere that you can thrive in, somewhere you're not just surviving, somewhere you can thrive and be great. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's gonna be some surviving moments, but you're gonna have to, you know, be somewhere that you know progress is coming after it. You know, so you know, it's all love, you know, to the nation. You know what I'm saying? I hope this helped. You know, my friends again. You know what I'm saying? Arthur,
Clap it up for that. Thank y'all for joining. We really appreciate y'all. I would love to have y'all back on here again.
Thank you. Thank you. And you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can have y'all on again for different topics. You know what I'm saying? So for sure. So yeah. And you know, J.A.B Nation, hey, we out.
We out. Love you. Cue the music.